So the Buffalo Bills have finally traded Stefon Diggs. This has been in the works for, I'd say, about 3 years now. Diggs has caused a lot of drama with the Bills. And even before that with the Vikings, he caused a lot of drama. That's why he got traded to Buffalo in the first place. But he's finally traded, and he's traded to the Houston Texans. The Bills got a second round pick back for him, but they also got rid of their 6th and 5th round pick in 2024 and 2025 just to get rid of him. Last night on X, Stefon Diggs replied to a fan saying that Josh Allen did not need a star receiver to be successful in the NFL. He replied back with, "We'll see." And this morning he got traded. This is definitely an interesting one. Obviously, we all saw this coming, especially Bills fans. I'm sure many Bills fans are probably happy about this because Stefon Diggs has shown to be a pretty toxic individual and just makes things very awkward, honestly. And not really great for building a culture and having a good locker room. And those two elements are key to running a good team and having a good year and having a good franchise. So I think ultimately this was a good move for the Bills. For the Texans, I think this will be a good move for about a year until Stefon Diggs starts acting up again, because he acted up in Minnesota, he acted up in Buffalo, he will act up in Houston. So I think this trade will be good for a year for the Texans, and then I don't think it'll be very good. But just a quick note on the Texans. I mean, they're loaded. They got Nico, they got Tank, they got Dalton Schultz back. They just have a loaded team. Great defense too. Now adding Stefon Diggs. CJ Stroud has a plethora of weapons. I mean, we'll see if the sophomore slump hits him. It's called the sophomore slump for a reason. So I'm hoping it doesn't, because he was my favorite player to watch last year. And right now, on paper, he's definitely trending towards potentially an MVP type caliber year. Honestly, he was in the conversation last year. So for him to win it this year is definitely in the realm of possibilities, which is really exciting. Houston has been in the dumps for a while prior to CJ Stroud, so let's go Texans. I'm curious to see how it's going to work out. We'll go from there. As far as Buffalo, I think it's just kind of funny how back in 2020, the Bills traded their first round pick to the Vikings to acquire Stefon Diggs. And with that pick, the Vikings selected Justin Jefferson. So it's funny how things kind of work out and don't work out. Obviously, the Bills have a need at wide receiver with the departure of Diggs and Gabe Davis. It's a good thing that this draft is a receiver-heavy draft, so they'll definitely target receiver early, or they should. This is going to be a really interesting conversation and debate for probably for the rest of the year until we actually get an answer. How good is Josh Allen? Can Josh Allen be a successful quarterback in the NFL without real receivers? We all saw what Patrick Mahomes did the last couple of years with pretty much no receivers and just Travis Kelce. Now we're going to see what Josh Allen is about with absolutely no star receivers, although he does have 2 solid tight ends with Knox and Kincaid. So we will definitely see. We will definitely see if Josh Allen can be a top 10 quarterback without any star help on offense. We'll see if James Cook has another good or respectable year, but we will see. We will see. The good thing is for Bills fans is that the division they play in, AFC East, I still think the Bills are going to be up there contending, because, you know, you got the Patriots obviously rebuilding, you got the Jets, you can't really trust them. But who knows, maybe they'll pull a rabbit out of their hat and be healthy for the whole year. Pretty unlikely though. And then you got the Miami Dolphins. I just think the Miami Dolphins are a bit fraudulent, but that's a whole other conversation. Point is, even with all these departures offensively, defensively, a lot of turnover in the Bills roster, but they're still going to be competitive just because their division isn't the best right now. So there is definitely a silver lining here. But back to what I was saying, it'll be really interesting to see if Josh Allen is really about it. I don't know. I really, really, really don't know if he can succeed without any star receivers or good ones. Right now, Shakir is on the roster. He's a decent little guy. But, you know, they'll definitely add some help in the draft. I really can't make a prediction right now. I don't know. The first 4 games of the year last year just really are just, it's just burned in my brain. Josh Allen played like a mental asylum patient. I mean, yeah, he's really talented. He could run the ball. He's super athletic. Has a hell of an arm, obviously. But I just think you need to bring in a guy to really just calm him down and keep him focused on the game plan and his throws and making the right reads. If McDermott got fired and an offensive-minded guy came in, like if Jim Harbaugh was the coach of the Bills right now, I would 100% be like, yes, Josh Allen will be a top 10 quarterback this year, no matter who he has out wide. 10,000%. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's going to be really, really interesting to watch the Bills, and specifically Josh Allen this year. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. Do you think Josh Allen will be a top 10 quarterback this year? Do you think he'll struggle a lot without any legitimate receiver help as of right now? Do you think this is a good trade for the Texans? How good do you think they're going to be? Let me know what y'all think, because this is a pretty exciting trade. Kind of near the tail end of free agency and right before the draft, so pretty entertaining stuff. Let me know what y'all guys think. That's all I got for right now. Peace.
Johnson's been option 1, 2, and 3 on offense today, Phil, as he just keeps piling up receptions at the wideout position.
Jim, he just has that special skill. He knows how to get open, and the quarterback is putting the football on the money.
Go run it off the toss. Over the line. Touchdown. The Chargers offense, Phil, is on a roll right now with touchdowns coming on each of their last 2 possessions. Can they make it 3 in a row right here?
Well, we're going to find out. I like their chances. What if we